Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me how to get to me? I cannot find.
It takes conscious effort to consciously communicate, to be aware of the impact of our words, to speak our truth with clarity and be aware of what blocks that, both within and without. Are you tired of meaningless chit-chat? Are you tired of meetings that go nowhere with people constantly competing for attention and never really listening to what is being said? Are you tired of shallow connections with people who don't know who you are and don't care to find out? What if there was a way to break through the walls that separated you from everybody? What if there was a way to identify all of your limiting communication patterns and to release them? What if you had a way to share values with a group of people who desire to consciously connect to one another in a loving, thoughtful manner? First, you have to start with a map that everyone shared. And that map would have to have many different levels to allow for the diversity of experience. What you see before you is a structure called the Inflow Matrix operating system. It has 4 primary levels. This level is the community level. All the words on this map are words you or anyone can use to organize any community. The other 3 levels can help you organize any organization, any job, and your inner world, which no one can see. Each level uses the same structure you see before you. Each level has different words that organize into a whole system. What does this have to do with communication? You can program each concept with a value, thus creating a shared value system. This is an example of an organizational values map of the Half Moon Haven Retreat Center, done in January of this year. Each of the green transparent lines represent conduits for information and energy to flow through. Each conduit is filtered by a community perspective lens, such as science, economics, education, or technology. By assigning one value per conduit, you program the container which consciousness flows through. This is quite a unique perspective on how words interact with our mind. The Inflow Matrix operating system is a holistic arrangement of concepts. This means that the words on this map represent a part to a larger whole. They are all connected together, though. They are not separated parts. When groups of people share these maps to organize communities, organizations, and/or teams, they then share the same language reference point to organize all the activities of the enterprise to achieve the vision, mission, and goals that have been agreed upon. Communication is the outer expression of our thinking. Most people's inner worlds are a mystery to each other. They arrange words in a very diverse manner. So while we may be communicating about the same word, it may have a very different meaning for all those in the conversation. The Inflow Matrix operating system uses a set of structure words that all people share. Communication then has the same reference point in meaning. If you and I share the same map while we are talking about something, our communication is going to be greatly improved compared to if we didn't. Shared meaning creates a shared reality. So if we share a universal map of how to organize a community, we can then go through a process to identify values we all share to program the field of this community. The Inflow Matrix operating system has a very unique way to do so. You are now watching the generic word value being placed on each green conduit. Each of these values are words such as cooperation or trust or love, depending upon your choice. Once a community or organization or team or individual goes through a process of identifying their shared values, they then have the reference point of a more meaningful and significant conversation about how to realize and manifest these values while attaining their shared vision, mission, and goals. The shared values and vision create a field of energy where greater flow for the individual is felt, greater synergy for the team, and greater harmony for the community. You are a unique individual with tremendous gifts to share. These gifts usually appear as values. You might embody compassion, integrity, or truth. Each individual can share their gifts with the rest of the team by being a role model for that value. Your strengths cover other people's weaknesses, as their strengths cover your own. The people you see on the screen before you are a few of the many heroes that humanity has seen over our history. In each community perspective are people that have lived a particular set of values and achieved a very high level of service within their particular field. An artist such as Nina Simone in the arts does it differently than Tommy Douglas in health, or Mother Teresa in philanthropy, but all of them influence humanity in a unique manner. Imagine if all these people were on one team. What would have happened if they had combined their gifts? We are leaving the world of individualism, pyramid hierarchies, and old paradigm thinking into a world of high-performance teams, shared knowledge communities, and a new paradigm of global sustainability where you get to design your ideal job based upon your gifts and talents and what you love to do. This video is an invitation to enter a value-centered existence which is good for you, good for your family, good for your organization, good for your community, and good for our planet and the 7 generations to come. If this information interests you and you want to explore further of how to create a conscious value system, you can go to www.theschoolofconsciouscommunication.com or email us at info@theschoolofconsciouscommunication.com. This is a journey into a new paradigm where we all co-create a new world together. Who are your heroes? Who are the people you look up to? Who's on your team? Who do you want on your team? And would you like a conscious value system? Please contact us. The world needs you.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me how to get to me? I cannot find her. Get to me. Not in an irritating way. Why do I find it so hard to make a map and follow the course? They say it's much easier if you know where you're going to, rather than falling apart every time the road fractures your heart. Your heart. I went to see a psychic the other day, and she told me that I had been a soldier in a previous lifetime, and that I was still waiting for orders to come from command. Well, sir, I noticed you were wearing a uniform, and I thought maybe you could tell me why